Hello students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
यस लैपटॉप से क्यों नहीं हो रहा था? हमने ज्वाइन किया था। या किसी ने मेरी आवाज सुनी थी?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
थ्री
ma'am.
टाइम्स मैंने लॉग कर चुकी हूँ। नो, ओके, मस्ट मे बी देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम, नेटवर्क इश्यू।
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
My voice breaking. So this relation definition done?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So tell me, up to which topic I have done? Antisymmetricity, symmetricity.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Then this example done. Transitivity done, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We were doing the
I think
exercise question.
I think we need to do this one, composition,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Ma'am, also one exercise question was there.
yeah, exercise question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think 6.1, exercise number 6.1 is also done. So in the function, we have done composition of function, composition of two functions. Same thing here. If a relation R is from set A to B, okay, between A and B, and another relation S between B and C, okay. So we have A set, B set, and C set. From here to here we have R relation, and from here to here we have S relation. Okay. Then there will be a composition relation from A to C, between A to C, A and C, that is denoted by S composition R. Okay. If R is from A to B, then A to C it will be S composition R. Okay. And this will be consisting of ordered pairs A, comma C, where A is coming from set A and B is C. For
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
network problem. No, still breaking. We can't do. There is some network problem. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Can you confirm me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, but it's still breaking.
Now it's fine. Please compromise for today only. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Composition is defined from A to C, that is denoted by S composition R, for which there exists an element B belong to B such that AB belongs to R, right? A and B belongs to R. A and B pair is that is A and B are related via relation R, and B and C are related via relation S. Then A and C will be related via relation S R. Understood? That is, if A and B in R and B and C in S, then A and C will be present in S composition R. Okay, this B, the second element from this pair, first pair from R relation, and first element from this pair B and C, this should match. Okay, only then AC will be okay. You know, R, and it will be R composition R, and it will become power of second power of relation, that is R square or R. R composition R cube will be R2 composition R raised to power 4 will be R cube, that is R raised to power 3 times composition with R. Okay. And the other powers of R will be R square will be Rn composition with R. That means, in short, nth power of R will be combination of R.
Ma'am, now breaking a lot.
Yes, ma'am, it's breaking.
Ma'am, repeat again, please.
Let me go somewhere else. Then
Ma'am, definition 6.7.
6.7 is R is a relation on set A. Okay. Then you can define the powers of R, that is nth power of R will be n times composition of R. Okay. If you take R, composition R, composition and so on, composition R, this is n time. Okay. That will be your R raised to power n. Clear? And recursively, it can define by R raised to power 1 is R raised to power n plus 1 is nth power of R composition with R. Okay? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, second power will be 2 times composition. 3 times composition will be 3 power, and n times composition will be R raised to power n. So just try to solve this example. R is given as a relation contains the pairs 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3. Okay. Find the powers R to the power n. So you'll start with R2. R2 will be R composition R cube. If you find R square, right? Then again take the composition to get R cube. Then again take the composition with R. You will get R raised to power 4. Okay. So tell me R2. This will be R composition R, right? So you will be writing this one again, R again, right? So if I write R again, 1, 1 is present, 2, 1 is present, 3, 2 is present, 4, 3 is present. Okay. So R R square will be R composition with R. This is again R I have just written. So what you will take, A belongs and B belongs, B should match, right? Second element from first pair and first element from second pair. Then AC belongs to R composition R. So start taking the first element. Yeah, start taking the first element. Okay, 1, 1. Then you will match with this one. You will look for this B, right? The other R, right? So with this one, if you take composition, what do you get? 1, 1, 1. Composition with 1, 1. You'll get A, comma C. 1. So 1, 1.
And then 2, 1.
Any is not a computer 2, 1. Suppose you'll check for this B, right? B here is 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Ma'am, C is also 1.
Operated with 1, 1. So this will give you A and C. A and C is 2, 1. Okay. Then any other one? No,
3, 2.
3, 2 is operated with
2, 1.
right? 3, 2 is operated with 2, 1. Not operated with 1, 1. Not operated with 3, 2. Not operated with 4, 3. Only 2, 1, right? So this will give you A, C, na? 3, 1. Okay. 3, 1. So let me write over here. 3, 1. Yeah. What about 4, 3? 4, 3 will be operated with
4, 2.
3, 2.
3, 2, right?
3, 2.
So it will give you 4, 2. Anything else? No. Right? So you got this one. Right? So you
Yes,
go
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
R2. For R3, what do you do?
R square composition R.
So you take this R square and R and tell me. Yes. 1, 1. Operate with 1, 1. This will give you
1, 1.
1,
1,
1. Right? Then it is not operated with any of other elements, right? Then 201 operated with 1, 1, right?
1.
Okay, 2, 1 only operated with 1, 1, not else, not any other element. That will be giving you 2, 1, 1, 1. So finally, A, C, that is 2, 1 again. Then 3, 1. 3, 1 operated with
1, 1.
1, 1.
1, 1. To give 3, 1 again, right? 4, 2. 4, 2 operated with
2,
2,
1.
1.
2, 1.
To give
4,
4,
1.
1.
4, 1. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
No. Right? Then look for R raised to power 4. Or you can.
Again 1, 1.
So again, R3 composition with R, right? So then
2, 1.
2, 1.
2, 1. Then
3, 1.
3, 1 will be operated with 1, 1. Again, give you 3, 1. Then
4, 1.
4, 1. Means if you look at R cube and R raised to power 4, both are same, right?
Yes,
Both
ma'am.
are same. So R raised to power 5 will be again R raised to power 4 composition with R, and that will give you same thing. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So R square you got, R cube you got, and for all n greater than equal to 4, that is equal to R cube. R raised to power n will be equal to this set only, R cube. Okay. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Yes, anyone having any doubt? No. If they have done R2 they remove this one, R cube, remove this one, R raised to power 4, again same. Okay. So you can see for n greater than equal to 4, it is R cube, equal to R cube. So you stop this process where you are getting the same values and same set, right? Same relation. Okay.
Ma'am, we got in R cube and R power 4. Then when we will stop? In R cube or R4?
At R4 you will stop because you are getting same thing. No? R raised to power 5 will be R4. Then again it will be giving you equal value, right? That is same values. So you'll stop at R4. If a value
Okay,
starts
ma'am.
repeating, that is R cube and R4, you stop there. Because again you will be having the same thing with, you will be compositing the same thing with R to get the same values, right? So at R4 you stop it. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now come to theorem 6.1. This says that the relation on set A is transitive if and only if R to the power n is the subset of R for n running from 1 to 3 and so on, right? Now what we need to prove and what is given? This is given if and only if case, right? So this way as well as this way. Okay? The statement is given P, right? And one statement here and if and only if. So we need to give proof for P implies Q, that is assuming P and Q to be true. Then assume Q and verify for P is true. Okay? First this way, then this way. Okay, both way we need to prove. Clear? Yes or no? So first, which way you want? This way or this way? You want to assume this thing or this thing first?
Ma'am,
Yes?
didn't get you.
First read the statement. The relation R on a set A is transitive if and only if R raised to power n is the subset of n running from 1 to 3 and so on. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we want to prove this theorem. Means to say we need to show, first assume this one, then prove this one, right? And then assume this thing and prove this thing. Only then we are able to show if and only if case, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
This if and only if case means what? You will in one case you will prove.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Oh. Still breaking?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Slightly, ma'am.
Slightly. Please compromise for today. So which way you want to? First you will choose R is transitive and then prove this one, or first you will prove R is transitive by assuming R raised to power n is the subset of R.
First, R on transitive to Rn is a subset of R.
just do it. It's up to you. I'll do whatever you choose. Okay.
First way.
Both cases we need to do. Assume this one, prove this one. Assume this one, prove this one. Both cases we need to prove. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? So what do you want to do? P implies Q or Q implies P?
P implies Q.
P implies
P implies Q.
So first we will assume P and we will prove for Q. And P here is the relation R on set A is transitive. Right? What is given? Transitive. Transitive means? Transitive means?
If an order pair A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C also belongs to R.
Yes. So for any three elements A, B, C, if you have AB and BC belongs to R, then AC should belong to R. That is the transitivity property. So we need to prove R raised to power n belongs to R for n is positive integer. So whenever you come using the Pn format, that is whenever it's power of n or any integer containing this one, right? In general form and integer. Then we use mostly induction method, right? Induction method. Okay. So here also you can assume induction. Assume for n is equal to that is verify for n equal to 1. Assume for n and prove for n plus 1. Okay. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And R raised to power 1. For n is equal to 1, R raised to power 1 is the subset of R. Is it true?
Yes, ma'am.
R raised to power 1 is again R. So this is trivially true. A is subset of A. So for trivial part, that is for n equal to 1, this is true. Okay. Then you will assume for k or k plus 1, you can prove it, or you can just assume for n and prove for n plus 1, as this n is variable, right? So it's up to you what you want to take. K you can take or n. Okay. So they have written for n. Okay. Assume the induction hypothesis is this is your induction hypothesis. Okay. So induction hypothesis is what? R raised to power n is the subset of R. And we will prove for, what do we want to prove? R raised to power n plus 1 is subset of R. Only then we will be able to show Rn is the subset of R for all n natural number, right? By using PMI, principle of induction, mathematical induction. Okay. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. What about R raised to power n plus 1? What is this? Composition of?
Rn
R is
composition
to power
R.
n right R.
Composition of?
Ma'am,
R is to power
positive,
n
R
is
raised to power n.
positive real numbers.
Positive integer. And starts with 1, 2, 3. That's why we are using this one.
Yes, ma'am.
Induction. Okay. So here you want to prove R raised to power n composition with R is subset of R. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you want to prove A is subset of B. So what is the criteria? You take some element from A and you show, and that element should be arbitrary, right? You show that element present in B as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? We will follow here. Assume some element from R raised to power n plus 1. And here elements are present in ordered pair, right? So we'll take some ordered pair present in R raised to power n plus 1. Yep. So suppose AB,
Yes, ma'am.
we have assumed this is arbitrary element coming from, we have chosen from R raised to power n. Finally, we will be showing this is present in R. Okay. This AB belongs to R raised to power n, and R raised to power n is same as the composition of R to the power n composition with R, right? So this AB is also present in composition, right? So when this AB is present in composition, there might be some element present in A. There have to be actually some element present in A such that AX is belong to R and XB belongs to R raised to power n, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it? That is AX belongs to R and XB belongs to R to the power n. Okay? XB belongs to R raised to power n. Only then by AB belongs to this R to the power n plus 1, right? So there exists an element X of A and with AX XB belongs to R to the power n. Okay. Now from the induction hypothesis, what we assume? Induction hypothesis was R to the power n is the subset of R, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
R to the power n is the subset of R. Now this element x comma b is present in R to the power n. So it is R because this is the subset of this element will be also present in R because n is the subset of R there that we have assumed in induction hypothesis. Clear? So what we got? AX belongs to R and XB belongs to R. Right? From here,
Yes, ma'am.
can you conclude AB belongs to R? And by which property of R you are saying that? Yes?
Then transitivity.
Transitivity property, right? So AX is already belongs to R and we have shown by using induction hypothesis that XB is also part of R. So as R is transitive, so AX, XB. So this will give you after operation AB. AB belongs to R, right? And this A comma B, where we picked from R to the power n plus 1, where we have shown this belongs to R. Clear? R to the power n plus 1 is the subset of R. Yes? Any line anywhere? Any doubt? No?
No, ma'am.
So, okay. Q is done. Now, Q implies P. So what is Q? R to the power n, subset of R. For all n,
Ma'am, that question
starting
can
with 1.
we, ma'am, that question can we do with contradiction process?
Yeah. Suppose this maybe transition is not the
Ma'am, your
set of
voice is
R,
breaking.
then what contradiction you can? Yes, you can do with the help of contradiction, but argument should be correct. Okay.
Yes,
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
What can I do? Straight. Yeah.
Ma'am, again, ma'am.
Straight.
Not audible.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Students, am I audible now? Okay. So, yes, whatever the argument you will give for contradiction, that should be correct, okay? Obviously, there are many ways to prove any statement. Direct method, in contradiction. We have just used the direct method, right? And in the direct method, we used PMI, right? We supported our argument with PMI. Clear?
Yes,
Okay. Then we will assume R raised to power n is the subset of R. Then we will prove R is transitive. So assume R raised to power n is subset of R for all n is starting with 1, 2, 3 and so on. We want to prove R is transitive. Okay, so for transitivity, what should be the case? You will assume A, B and B, comma C belongs to R. And to prove AC belongs to R, right? So you assume AB and BC are part of R. Okay, are related. A is related to B, B is related to C. Okay, clear? And you know, you want to prove A comma C. In last, A comma C is also part of R. Now, by definition of composition, if AB belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C will belong to R composition R, right? A comma C will belong to R composition R. Clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Know that R raised to power n is the subset of R. So R raised to power 2 is also subset of R. Clear? R to the power 2 is also subset of R. That's why AC will belong to R. And that's it. We are done with our proof. Right? We have assumed AB and BC belongs to R. Then we have proved AC belongs to R with the help of fact that R2 is the subset of R. So we use this particular case for Rn is the subset of R for n is equal to 2. We have used this, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
So any doubt in this theorem?
No, ma'am.
Okay. These was done, I think 6.1.
No, 1 second we'll discuss
No,
this
ma'am, not
one.
completely.
We have used first A part.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about B part?
Ma'am, A, B, C, and G part we have completed.
We have done. So rest I gave you as exercise then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now it's your assignment then. Do it. It's your homework. You should do something, right? Everything else, I mean, everything, each and everything I will not be doing. Okay, this is not spoon feeding class. And if you have
Ma'am,
any doubt, ask.
Ma'am, but it is online class, ma'am. Somewhat we are getting doubt, ma'am. All our doubts are not clarified clearly, ma'am. Due to this network, sometimes
There is no
network issue.
doubt. We
Yes, ma'am.
have much time. This
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
means
Okay, ma'am.
up
We'll
to
do
ma'am,
it.
I have
If we
solved that
get any doubt,
question.
we'll ask you.
yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have solved that question, but I don't know whether it's correct or not.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, answers.
Hmm.
Ma'am, for D part, not reflexive, not symmetric,
Obviously not
anti-symmetric, and
reflexive,
not
not
transitive.
symmetric. Yeah.
Anti-symmetric and not transitive.
X is not equal to 2x or non-zero x, right? So not reflexive.
Yes, ma'am.
Obviously you have x is equal to 2y, then you can't say y is equal to 2x, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So not symmetric. What
Anti-symmetric.
about anti-symmetric?
Yes, ma'am. Anti-symmetric.
It is anti-symmetric. Transitive?
No, ma'am. Not transitive.
No? Yeah. So you are correct.
Ma'am, then in F
Like this
part.
you can solve. Hmm.
No,
In
ma'am, not
E
F,
part?
then E part.
F.
E part,
Okay.
ma'am. Reflexive, symmetric, transitive.
X into X is greater than, yeah, positive. So reflexive, yeah.
Ma'am, symmetric also.
Symmetric X, Y, Y, yeah. Because of commutation in multiplication.
1, 1, ma'am. That one X, Y is there.
Yeah. X, Y, Y, X, right? You
Yes,
can
ma'am. Yes,
write
ma'am.
X, Y is equal to Y, X, right? So
But
Y,
it
X
can't
is,
be transitive, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's
so
transitive.
X, Y greater than equal to 0, and you take Y, Z greater than equal to 0. Then
The next Z will be greater than equal to 0.
how you will say that? See, X can be positive, Y, see, both are positive either, or that is non-negative, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Or both at a time are negative. Only then it is the case, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what if you take X and Y is positive, right? 1, 1,
Yes, ma'am.
and then Y also you are taking as positive. Yeah, it is transitive.
Ma'am, it's transitive.
Yeah, it's transitive. You are
Ma'am,
not
but
able
not
to do that
anti-symmetric.
example. It is not antisymmetric.
Yes, ma'am.
Counter example.
Ma'am, for example,
1, 2 is there, 2, 1 is also there, right?
yes, ma'am.
So whenever both statements are there, that is both are related, AB is there, BA is there, then A have to be equal to B. But here we have many A and B such that which are not equal, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's why it is not anti-symmetric. Anything else? F. Tell me F.
Ma'am,
X, Y is
symmetric
equal to
only.
0. Only
Ma'am, only
symmetric.
symmetric. Yes, ma'am.
So obviously for non-zero X, you don't have that relation. That is X
Ma'am,
is
ma'am,
not
ma'am.
related to. Yeah.
मैम ये वाला क्वेश्चन में ट्रांजिटिव वाला कैसे मैम चेक क्यों समझ में नहीं मैम एक्स वाई इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0 अगर वाई जेड भी लेते हैं तो हमको कैसे मालूम होगा कि मतलब जेड भी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0 है पॉजिटिव नंबर है हेलो
Transitive.
यस मैम यस मैम
Am I able, student?
मैम योर वॉइस इज नॉट
Am
ऑडिबल
my voice is not audible. What
Ma'am, audible.
happened? Audible. Okay. Yeah, transitivity in case of this one.
यस मैम
See, xy greater than equal to 0. In that case, only two things can happen, right? If x is non-negative, y have to be non-negative, right?
यस मैम
If x is greater than equal to 0, then y also have to be greater than equal to 0, right?
ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0 यस मैम
In case of yz relation, there also if y is greater than equal to 0 you are choosing, z have to be
देन
greater
जेड
than
विल
equal
बी
to 0.
आल्सो ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0
So
यस मैम
xz will be also
ग्रेटर
greater
देन
than
इक्वल
equal
टू
to
0
0.
ओके गॉट इट
And also it may be the case that x is negative, then y have to be negative, right? If x is
यस
negative,
मैम
or you can say non-positive, then y also have
यस
to be
मैम
non-positive. right?
Okay.
And y you are taking
Okay.
as non-positive, so z according to that relation z also have to be non-positive, right? So
Ma'am,
xz
but
will be
while multiply greater than equals to 0.
yeah, multiplying greater than equal to 0, yes, it will come,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Okay.
It will be non-negative
Okay.
multiplication. So x
Ma'am,
and
I
z,
have one doubt. Ma'am, if you are taking negative number, individually it will be less than equal to 0, but while multiplying it will be opposite, no ma'am. Negative into negative, it will be positive. So xy and yz will be greater than equal to 0.
see, relation, obviously relation is what? Greater than equal to 0. We are just
Yes, ma'am.
choosing x and y. So this relation is always greater than equal to 0. That is,
Okay,
multiplication
ma'am.
is always greater than equal to 0. On the
Yes,
basis
ma'am.
of that, x can be non-negative. In that
Yes,
case,
ma'am.
y have to be non-negative. And if y is non-negative, you are choosing. So according to this one, z have to be non-negative, right? So this is the
Okay,
case.
ma'am.
In this case, x and y, x and z both are non-negative, right? So set of those will be non-negative.
Okay.
Clear? And one more possibility, x can be less than equal to 0, right? And y is also less than equal to 0,
Okay.
right? Then product is greater than
Greater
equal
than
to 0,
equal to 0. Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And in case of yz, product of yz, so in that case, that also have to be less than equal to 0, right? Are you getting it? For this product to be positive, non-negative, z have to be less than equal to 0, right? Because y we have already chosen. Clear? So that's why we got x and z both are non-positive, less than equal to 0, less than equal to 0. So x into y, if you take the product, this will be greater than equal to 0. Understood? Sorry, x and z, it should be x and z. Okay? X and z have to be greater than equal to 0. That's why this is transitive. Okay? Are you getting it? Or still confused? Yes? Hello, am I
Yes, ma'am.
audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What about
Ma'am,
next
in the
one?
if xy
Hmm.
equals to 0, is it antisymmetric also?
Xy is equal to 0.
No,
So
ma'am.
this is just reflexive, not reflexive.
Ma'am, it will reflexive, no?
Why?
Ma'am, if we will assume x is equal to 0, then it will be multiplied with y. That will also assume x. Then 0 into 0 is equal to 0, no?
0 into this is possible only 0 0 belonging to the relation, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? What about 1 1? Does it belongs? 2 2.
No, ma'am.
Does it belong? No. Right? But for reflexivity, for all it should be a comma a should belong to relation, right? So we have many counter examples which are not belonging to the relation. Now understood?
Ma'am, then in which case at least one is applied, one condition?
In which case at least one is not there. That
No, ma'am.
conditional is there. At least one is. Oh, that anti-symmetricity, I guess you are asking for,
No, ma'am.
right?
I was saying that you in reflexive, symmetric, transitive, and antisymmetric in any one of the four, you were saying that at least one condition must be satisfied. That one, and in
That
which case?
anti-symmetricity. At least either means either one of, at least one of those should be satisfied in case of anti-symmetric. If A is not equal to B, you are saying, then either A should not relate to B or B should not relate to A. That at least condition I was saying. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So in this case, it is not reflexive, symmetric,
Yes, ma'am.
symmetric.
Symmetric.
It is symmetric, right? Xy is equal to 0, or you can just write yx is equal to 0, right? Yeah. Anti-symmetric?
No, ma'am.
Okay, why is so?
Ma'am, for example, 1, comma 0 and 0, comma 1.
0, 1 and 1, 0 are present, but 1 is not equal to 0.
0.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Ma'am, then how it is symmetric? There is only 1 1 and 2 2 are the.
Anti-symmetricity, I am just saying.
Then ma'am, it is also symmetric, na? You tell.
Yeah, it is symmetric.
So example, only 0 0.
Example is,
Only one example is satisfied, no, ma'am.
in general, I am just saying x is equal x, y is equal to 0. Okay. So I can write by commutation of multiplication, yx is equal to 0, right? So either both are 0 or 1 is 0, right? So 1, 0 is present, 2, 0 is present, and 0, 1 is also present, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Present. So that's why it is symmetric. In general, I have just said this one, right? Okay. So x is related to y is this one, and yx is equal to 0. This means y is related to x. So that's why it is symmetric. So is it anti-symmetric? No. Clear? It is not
Yes, ma'am.
anti-symmetric because 1, 0 is present, 0, 1 is present, but 1 is not equal to 0. If both are present, then both have to be, A and B have to be equal. But here we have many cases that A is related to B, B is related to A, but A and B are not equal. Clear? What about transitivity?
No, ma'am. Not transitive.
Counter example? 1, 0 is
Ma'am,
there,
again, same 1, 0 is there, and
right?
0, 1 is also there, but 1, 1 is
0,
not
1
there.
is also there, but 1, 1 is not there, right? Or you can say 0, 2 is there, 1, 2 is not there, right? Any example you can form which works for counter example, right? Or in general, also you can analyze that if xy is 0, right, and yz is 0, right, then xz may not be 0, correct? You just take y is equal to 0 and x and z non-zero, both satisfying, right? When x and z non-zero, then x into z will be non-zero, right? So that's why that principle it will work. I hope you got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What about this G part was done?
Yes, ma'am.
H,
C part.
Yes, ma'am.
H,
Done.
H.
No, ma'am.
So tell me, is it reflexive?
No, ma'am. Not reflexive.
Not reflexive. Here, it will be similar as Z, but here one more condition is added that either Z part is there or Y is equal to 1, right? So this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
not reflexive. Symmetric?
No, ma'am. Not symmetric.
Not symmetric, right? One comma, yeah, not symmetric. Why not symmetric?
It will be symmetric. 1 comma, let's 1 comma x is there and x comma 1
Either
is
it
there.
is 1 comma Y is there or X comma 1 is there. This type of relation. Okay. Either this one or this one or both can be there. Clear? So you tell me
Yes, ma'am. Then
when,
symmetric, ma'am.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Symmetric.
1 comma something A is there. Then A comma 1 is there. Can you say it? Yes? So you are not sure, huh? It is either or.
Ma'am, if we
put
assume
and,
both the cases, then it will be symmetric. Otherwise, not.
not, right? So there is this condition. You have or. So either this one or both are there. Correct? Clear? So in anti-symmetricity, you have the case that x is related to y. That is, either this is present or this is present. And yx will be giving you, yx will be, this is your xy, right? So yx will be giving you either x is there or y comma 1 is there, right? So can you say from here to here? Yes, may not be, right? Clear? From this condition, can you say this will be present? Either this one or this one. Okay, you think about it. I'm just leaving to you for you to think. It may be symmetric, it may not be symmetric. That's up to you. You'll think. Okay.
If in place of or it is and, then it will be
Also, think about transitivity and anti-symmetry. Okay.
Ma'am.
Next class. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop here.